Well, good evening, everyone. Just so glad you're here. Just in case anybody's in the wrong place, this is the Marion Cultural Development Trust Grant Award Reception, where we get the huge pleasure of introducing you all and the work that you're doing and giving you a little bit of money so you can keep doing it. So a really great night for us. I want to introduce first of all our all-volunteer board. So if you're a board member, could you stand up, please, if you're not already standing, and wave your arm. As I said, this is an all volunteer board. Each year we gather, read all your applications, and then decide who to fund. It's a delightful group of people. We try to keep we don't have any employees. We try to keep our expenses really low because we want to make sure that we can get out to you as much funding as possible to do the great cultural events you do. So you're probably wondering, well, where do they get all that money? Does anybody know where we get our money?
The Oregon Cultural Trust.
Oh, good job. So we are generously funded every year from the Oregon Cultural Trust, and we have Grace Fleming who's going to come up and talk to us. Grace, go.
She'll say it.
You were right there. She's going to talk to us about how the Oregon Cultural Trust works, and it's such an important organization and does amazing things both locally and throughout the state. So she's going to tell you how that works and how you too can be a donor.
Thank you, Gabriel. I would love to make a shout out to Marion Cultural Development Corporation. Wonderful, wonderful group of people that have worked really hard getting grants out to you, and some of them have been on for a very, very long time. Marion County is very dear to my heart because I live here in Salem, so I frequent a lot of your organizations and really care a lot about what you do here to make our place of life so vibrant. So that's really wonderful. For those of you that don't know much about the Oregon Cultural Trust, we were started in 2001. We are the only state in the country that offers a tax credit for supporting culture. And many other states have talked about copying us, but so far we are the only ones where it's right up there with the open beaches and the bottle bill. Yeah, we're very unique here in Oregon, and the support of culture is wonderful. So one of the things that I would love to tell you is that we also are very lean in that we give out most of our money. You know, we have a very, very tiny staff. There's just 3 of us that are full-time at the Cultural Trust. We put a certain amount of the money that comes into a permanent endowment. The idea being the legislators that started it, that there will always be money to support culture in Oregon. So at some point, that endowment will be able to run on itself. We give out about 60% immediately, just to a little bit in operations, but mostly in grants. We give to 45 cultural and tribal organizations. So every single county in Oregon gets money, and then the 9 federally recognized tribes, and then they give out money. That way, in Salem, we're not deciding, hey, Baker County, this is what we think you should do. That way Baker County can decide that they want that salt lick contest as part of their culture. And it's pretty fun. I've seen it before. It's really great. But that's how we have the Marion Cultural Development Corporation. They are one of our coalitions, volunteer-based, that give out grants in their area, and they know their area and the needs, which is wonderful. We also give out competitive grants. And there are 3 organizations here tonight that have gotten both our competitive cultural development grant, and they've gotten a grant from Marion Cultural Development Corporation. So the Theater 33, Tom over there, he got one of our cultural development grants, and he's getting a grant from Marion. So you can get both, which is really awesome. Then Cultura de la Tolinis, they also got a first-time cultural development grant from us, and they're getting a grant tonight. Salem Art Association. Salem Art Association got 2. Willamette Master Chorus also got one of our newer grants, which is an operational development grant that comes from our partner agency. So we also give to our 5 cultural partners, which are the Oregon Arts Commission, the Oregon Historical Society, Oregon Humanities, the State Historic Preservation Office, and the Oregon Heritage Commission. So we get that money out the door. How do we get that money? This is the part where I need you to really, really put the word out. I've got flyers all on the table. People get a little glassy-eyed when you talk about taxes and tax credit. They go, what? And then all of a sudden, it's, they can't handle it. A tax credit is way, way better than a tax deduction. Tax credit on your state taxes, the dollars all come back. So you are basically putting your money out until you file your taxes. If you do it by December 31st, which a lot of our donors wait until close to midnight on the 31st to donate, and then you get it back when you file your taxes. How does this work? We call it a match, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of a reverse match. You have to have donated to an eligible cultural nonprofit in Oregon before you can donate to the trust. The idea being is that you need to support the Englewood Forest Festival first, donate your money there, then you can match the amount that you donate and then donate to the Oregon Cultural Trust. An individual can donate up to $500 and get that back in their taxes. So you're basically telling the state of Oregon that you want your Oregon taxes to go to support culture. And yes, you can combine it. You can donate to Willamette Master Chorus. You can donate to Theater 33. You can count your membership with OPB. You can count your membership to the Salem Art Association. The only thing you have to deduct on a membership is if they gave you a gift. Like if you donate to OPB and they gave you the Rick Steves thing, you'll have to take that off of there because that was a gift. So it's really pretty easy when you first do it. When you finally do it and you're doing TurboTax and suddenly what you owe on your taxes starts going the other way. And then you get really happy, even if it's midnight and you're doing your taxes late. You get really, really happy. And you think, oh, and I supported culture in Oregon, which is really, really wonderful. So that's our spiel. It's really pretty easy. If you have any questions, you can call me at work and I will explain it again. Couple filing jointly can donate up to $1,000 and get a tax credit. If anybody is a Class C or S corporation, up to $2,500, which is really wonderful. So if you're, we've got some wineries that are big donors. It's really exciting. What's really been fun over the last couple of years is that we have some donors that are donating way above the tax credit and just using it as a deduction because they love what we're doing. That makes me really happy. I've been with the trust for 18 years, so obviously I love what we do. I think about it all the time, these wonderful organizations that are out here. So I congratulate all of you. We are at our anniversary. It'll be 25 years in the fall, and which is going to be really great for the trust. We've been around that long. We will also be up for the tax credit renewal in front of the legislature 2027. So be sure and talk to your representatives and talk us up. So far, we've always been a shoo-in, but you never know. So donate. Tell your friends to donate. Tell your neighbors to donate. I talk to people when I'm in line at Safeway. So just do it. Get the word out because you know that the money will be coming back to you, and that's the important thing. All these wonderful organizations get the money because of your donations. So thank you very much.
All right. Again, we know you get glassy eyes when we talk about taxes, but it's an amazing thing, and it really does. You get the money back. I'll bet you do. It's just quite an amazing thing, even if it's a little bit. Even if Your donations are just the things that you do with your group when you go and buy the snacks. Get a receipt for that. That's a donation. So you can use all the things that you're already doing with your organization and then give that same amount to the Oregon Trust and get it back on your taxes. It's amazing. So a couple of housekeeping things. I wanted to do a shout out to CC Media, who's here tonight to film. They are also awardee, but as you may know, CC Media is our only TV channel in town. So it's pretty cool. Not only do they have TV channels, they also are available through YouTube and Roku and what's the third one? I always forget.
Apple.
Apple TV. So many of you for years and years have seen them filming events all around town, lots of cultural events, lots of meetings, lots of government access, and they are an important contributor to our culture. I just happen to be a board member, so I'm prejudice. But I do think it's important when we think about how we grow and we get the word out, that we have this local access point. I myself, when I worked at the garden and was the only fundraiser, grant writer, resource manager person, I took a film or video making class with them, and I made our own donation video that we showed at our luncheon every year. And it was amazing what you could do, and of course, didn't win an Oscar, but but it was amazing to get access to state-of-the-art equipment, people to help me who understood sound and light and things like that, and editing. And also to then be able to take that information and broadcast it throughout the community. So they're a great resource, and thank you for being here tonight. We got Luis, who is the new executive director, and Alan, who was the previous executive director. And if you happen to not want to be on TV, let me know and we can edit it off. And I know all of us. So we're going to go through the awards right now. They're somewhat in alphabetical order, although, when you ask a computer to do something for you, all of the people whose names start with the are in the T's, not, for instance, in the G's, as Gilbert House might expect. So I don't think we forgot you. So I'm going to start off with Bridges, Oregon. Come on up. And raise the hatchet check.
Hello, everyone. My name is Chad Ludwig, and I'm the founder and executive director for Bridges, Oregon. And our office is 2 blocks away from here in that direction. And we are the only statewide service provider nonprofit focusing on individuals who are deaf, deafblind, or hard of hearing. So this donation, this award will help with our annual budget and our things that are happening in Dayton come the end of December. We have an annual event, Pancakes with the Grinch. And last year we had over 1,300 people up from our event that started with about 200 Pancakes with the Grinch. So we're looking forward to having a bigger event come this December, and we so appreciate your support.
This is the first year, I believe, that Bridges received an award. And we're excited to expand as we think about culture and we think about both the experience of the people within the group. Like if you're a dance group and you're dancing with people who are maybe from your same country you're immigrants, or you're doing art at the on an art fair and you're working with a lot of artists. So you're both getting a value from the people participating in the activity, but also the whole community. It's a value to see different people, right? And I think, especially today, we need to emphasize that, how great it is to be able to be in a community where we have access to lots of different people doing different things, experiencing life in different ways, coming from different places. So this night, we're going to see quite a variety of different types of culture, but it's all very much Oregon. So the next group is Capital Community Media. And I don't think I told you guys the directions, but Chad already did it. Just tell us a couple of things that you're going to be spending the funds on.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Gaya. Thank you, everybody. So this $3,000 grant that we got is not just a donation for us. It's an investment towards community. That's the way that I see it. These $8,000 are going to be straight for youth or Spanish-speaking youth, middle schoolers, with a summer camp. So what we try to do is to bridge that gap between those kids that they never had an opportunity to go and learn digital media. So with this $3,000, we're gonna make that turn to some kids. And for last year, it was the first time that we actually got over 20 kids and summer camps, and half of them were Spanish speaking. So I think with this 2,000, we're going to give the opportunity to have more of these kids, opening an opportunity for them to learn digital media so they can do our next digital media comics. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
The next group is Casa de la Cultura TNAs, and I didn't see anybody bring that fruit. They had RSVP'd, but I didn't see them. So let me tell you a little bit about their project, though. They are gonna, the funding will support their 12th annual Dia de los Muertos community celebration, which they do, last year I believe they did it at PK High School. Super popular, beautifully done, and they've been in this community for several years, and I know they participate in the World Beat as well, so we're excited to be able to award them. And the next group is Children's Educational Theater.
Hi, my name is Jana Avis, and I'm the chair of the board at the Children's Educational Theater, CET. If you've been around Salem in the arts community, you probably know us, but if not, just a few quick words. We're a summer program, 5 weeks. We serve students that are entering 3rd through 12th grade. And in 1974, Phyllis Quanbeck, who was the drama teacher at South, started this program. So that was 52 years ago. 1974 was 52 years ago. And we now have grown. We have about 250 students each summer that participate. And just to give you kind of a scope of how popular it is, our registration opened on February 1st, so 11 days ago. And our high school and middle schools are both levels are full already in 11 days. And I'll just put in a plug, we do have about 30 spots left in elementary. So if you have a current second through 4th grader in your life, it is the best elementary program because it's just half day, so they still get to have a lazy summer, which kids need. They get to have some, routine, but still get to have summertime too. So would love to chat with you about that if you have kids in your lives. This year, as all of you are dealing with, we're just dealing with rising costs. So we're going to use this money just towards our operating budget. We have facility costs rising, staffing costs are rising. So we just appreciate the money so much to keep us going and strong and serving the youth in Salem.
So the next group is an example of how small communities can get together and create an excellent event. So I want to introduce the Inglewood Tourist Festival, which happens to be in my own neighborhood. But come on up, Lynn. Tell us about it.
Thank you so much. So the Inglewood Forest Festival is a free art, environmental, and community festival. We offer scholarships to artists and authors. We have probably 20 different interactive, engaging activities in the environment, the arts. We want people to walk away with something that they discover, something wonderful that they can take home with them. And our project is going to be working, having a variety of different multicultural local performers at the festival. Every year we have a number of performers that perform for free, but we like to actually pay our artists as much as we possibly can. I think it's important. And then Amador Aguilar, who's not here tonight, is going to be working with youth in Woodford, Jervis, and Salem. and teaching like a bilingual music class, and then the children from that class do perform at the festival. So thank you so much for the support. We are all volunteer for it. We don't have any staff, so the money is really appreciated. Thank you.
So the next group is Festival Corral, Oregon. I will not sing while she's out. Although I could.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm not president of the board or anything like that. I'm simply the treasurer, so I need to refer to complaints. Festival Corral Oregon is an inclusive choral ensemble, and we are passionate about sharing great choral masterworks with our Salem community. We're a group of talented amateur singers who present concerts under the baton of Dr. Solveig Holmquist, who's here tonight. We're so grateful to receive this grant tonight, and it will help us present our opening concert for the 26-27 season when we present Brahms' beloved Brahms Requiem next November at the Elsinore Theater. And having orchestral accompaniment is so foundational to works like this. And that's a significant expense for our organization. And this, I'm losing my voice. Sorry. This grant will be very useful in helping fund that orchestra. So, thank you.
How many of you sing in a choir? I don't. I should. I was just reading a study. People who sing in choirs live longer and are less likely to have dementia. Right? Nobody told me this. Now I know. But during the pandemic, that's when I really realized this idea of it's not only the products that groups are producing when they produce culture, it's the experience that the people within the choirs have, or the people who are putting on the play, or the people who are putting on the art festival. That work together is what creates community and keeps us going and, makes us want to live longer, probably. That's probably what people were saying. The answer is also, so there's still hope for me there. All right, so our next group, I did on the backside, is the Willamette Arts Center. Again, this is by tricky alphabetical order because their official name is Friends of the Visual Arts, but we know them as the Willamette Arts Center.
Good, that's mine. Thank you so much.
Willamette Arts Center is back. So after a sudden precipitous announcement that we needed to find a new home, we are in that new home, and it's pretty much 100% operational. Got a few little hiccups. And we had our first family play Sunday of February 1st with record attendance. 154 people attended our one-day event. And I just want to show over there, stand up or raise your hand, Kelly. This is our amazing Family Play Sunday coordinator. Yeah. And so this grant is going to be used to promote that event. It seems like you don't need to, maybe. But we also have expanded in our new center programs for children as young as preschool. So there are wonderful activities that you can do for people of all ages. We have the full slate of wheel classes and hand building classes, and we're introducing other art media. So we're hoping to have charcoal and oil painting and even staff making stamps, any number of those things. There's a place for you there. It is a very welcoming, safe space, and we are having a great time rebuilding community. We have lots of room. If you have ideas, if you want to teach a class, come find me. We are so very lucky that we did have tremendous support that we were able to make this transition, because it very well could have been the death knell of Willamette Arts Center, but we're back. And bigger than ever. Yeah, so we want to see you there. Thank you so much for this award. Appreciate you. So we are now located on Fairview Industrial Drive, Southeast. If you Google us, now comes up correctly, doesn't say we're permanently closed. And so what's nearby? There's a Salem Kaiser facility nearby. There's Office of Emergency Management stuff, Department of Fish and Wildlife.
South of the airport, right?
Yeah, we're out there. So you can also enjoy watching planes go by. And then beautiful wildlife. There's a wetland right across the street. It's a great place to walk, run, ride your bike, walk your dog. So join us.
Such a good story that you've had so many people show up and bring your feet. I don't know if you've ever seen pictures of it. It's been featured in the news a couple of times, but just the joy of kids being able to go with their parents and make art, it's amazing. It's, like, you can see it's a big deal. They'll keep that piece of clay like I do. I have all my kids' play that they made as children. So good job. The next group is a dancing and group, and I'm so glad they're here to teach you how to say that word correctly. Good evening, everyone. The name of our group, it's kind of a tongue twister. It's Witsiliposhli. Witsiliposhli. Yeah, okay, I'm going to try. Witsiliposhli. It's difficult. It's in Nahuatl. It's not in Spanish. This is our 16th year of operation, I would say. We are mainly based in Woodburn, but we dance all over the Northwest. One of our favorite events of the year. What's the best event of the year in Salem? The World Bee. The World Bee Festival. So we're there every year. We're throughout all Oregon libraries. We perform all over Oregon. They even try to pull us to other states, but we usually don't have time. And this goes towards our general operating expenses. Like some other people said, expenses are up. Right now, we just ordered 10 new leg rattles, and what once was going to cost us $400 is now $700. So, just little things, costs are going up. So we're really grateful to have a grant to keep buying instruments and helping kids get their regalia and to keep going. So, thank you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Iwatboa Kesali, and I'm the lead team manager of the nonprofit. And I'm really excited because I love sharing my love for my culture and tradition. And we have dance practices starting up. And so as a team, I'm really proud to be able to teach all the dance stories that, I learned. And so, thank you.
That's a great event to be able to see you work. Kaiser Fungrove Theater. They're pointing at each other like
We all came at 8. I just come on.
you're theater people. You bought the stage. Come on.
I was treasure.
And I'm spokesman today, so slow everyone. We're Kaiser Homegrown Theater. Who's heard of Kaiser Homegrown Theater? Raise your hand. Great. Slash. If you haven't heard it, you just heard it now. So we're located in Kaiser, next to City Hall in the Kaiser Cultural Center, right? Where the library is, the museum is. We're a small theater on the second floor, have about 60 seats, and we moved in there. What year did we move in there? Linda?
Quick tell you here, because I'm a math not that person, but it's 8 years ago.
About 8 years ago, okay. And so we've been fixing that space up. It was like a small little ballroom, a reception area, but not a theater space. So we moved in, we upgraded things, we put in risers for our audience, and then we've been upgrading the sound system, the light system, the stage, the back rooms, everything. And now we're looking back at our risers, our audience. This isn't quite what we need. We need more professional risers for this theater. So that's what the grant's going toward, professional risers. This will the top to buy those risers. It may take a little while to get them in, but we have a full season starting up here in February, so we will find time during the year to specify that, and then at the end of the year maybe we'll get them installed But we really appreciate the grant, and more than that, we appreciate being part of the community, providing community theater. None of us are paid staff. We're all volunteers. Every director, actor, person working is volunteer, all volunteers. So we hope you will check us out on the website, look at our theater schedule, come to a play, and enjoy us, and come back. Thank you very much.
What play is next?
Love Letters
Love Letter.
this weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Have a time.
Easiest Valentine's Day event you could ever have.
Yeah, so I didn't introduce to my board members. Laura Davis is our treasurer and an actress, and Linda Baker is our founder and multiple-time director this season. So thank you for the great.
I think it's great to see, like, you can tell, like, you guys are, like, in your joy, like you talked about, the play you're doing. And I want to say for all of you who have written grants before, our committee who looked at this, we all talked about what a great job you did describing how terrible the riser situation is. Because usually, you know, those bricks and mortar kind of applications are pretty dull, but we really were like, oh my God, they've got like splinters in their plywood when people are sitting. It's a great job. The next group is Marion Food Share.
Yeah. Hello, my name is, can you hear me? I can't hear myself. My name is Laura Engel, and I'm the grant writer at the Food Share. And the grant that you are thinking of is for, so the Food Share, you know, resources and distributes food for 70 partner pantries, and that's all over Marion and Colt counties. And we also directly manage 2 large pantries, Iskamek in Grand Ronde and Aware in Woodburn. And a number of years ago, the Aware pantry burned, and as it was arson. And so it's risen from the action. And the beauty of it is we have an opportunity to do a trauma-informed design so that the whole pantry is welcoming and destigmatizing. And so I'm really excited about this mural because murals are really an important piece of visual storytelling in Woodburn. The pantry is located in downtown Woodburn. The artist that we have engaged is a person who immigrated himself and has focused on the subjects of labor and immigration in his art. So we're going to have a mural on the exterior wall of the Food Share, right by where the transit mall is, and everybody can see. And the mural depicts, I won't cry, but our farm workers who are bringing in the harvest, and it's both representing important cultural groups in Woodburn, the Latinx community, and also our Russian local weaver community, who do so much work, their agricultural work, we're doing for everybody. So we want them to know that we see the connection between what they do and what we do, and provide a sense of welcome to them, because it's a sad fact that some of them do have to come to the Food Share because their wages are not great. So that's what we're doing. Thank you.
And again, that idea of bringing culture to the full community, that's just such a great illustration of that. And you think about, you know, I notice more things, I think, when I travel, and you see great murals that, you know, were put up in the 1920s. Oh, how cool it is. But the work you're doing today, that mural will be there in 100 years for people to see. So I think such importance both for the people living now, but also telling that story to the future. Great project. Thank you. The next group is the Micronesian Islander community. Come on now. Liv.
Congratulations, thank you.
Hi, everybody.
Can you hear me? To win.
Sounds weird. Okay, there we go. My name is Jackie. I'm the Executive Director of the Micronesian Islander Community. Our organization has been around now for 15 years this year. We're based in Salem. We have an office off 12th and Fairview Avenue Southeast. Welcome, come by and say hi. And we also are in the process of our first housing bill that's off of Commercial Egg Grove, Voyagers Village. It's right next door to where Stop Fitzgerald is at. So you know where that bar is, you know where we are. And it's going to be our 41 affordable housing units as well as a community space for the community. We're excited to receive this grant. This is actually going to be a wonderful partnership that we have with one of the local Salem High schools. My daughter here is ready to talk a little bit more about the school, but this is going to be a great opportunity for us to be able to pay for performers to celebrate Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month in the month of May.
Thank you. My name is Mayu, and I'm a career student at Early College High School in Roberts at Shemeketa. We're a small school, so we don't receive a lot of funding, and we're really focusing on emphasizing, recognizing like our student diversity, our cultural heritage, and just celebrating everyone who is here. In the past years, we've held cultural heritage events. However, we haven't received like much funding since we're a small school, and the performance groups have typically been like students and parent volunteers, as well as families bringing food from their homes to the events. And so this funding really provides an opportunity to reach out to local performance groups and caterers to just make the event more impactful and more meaningful. Thank you.
I love that. I love it when the students are leaders, figuring these things out. So our next group, they've been around a little longer than a lot of you. The Salem Art Association. Dance. Yep, oh, there you are. So I think the Salem Art Association, do they just have their 100th birthday? It was a lot of years, more than I thought. I know, I was thinking about it. Good comment. My name's Lily Claire. I'm new. I am the Fair Festival Director for the Salem Art Association. So we're in for 77th Salem Art Fair Festival. And so this will go to fund our kids' sport, which is free to families in Salem. And so we're hoping to expand this year. I'm 4 months into the job. And so that's been one of the things that I've worked on first, and it's been a lot of fun to grow that year. Okay, great. Angel will be back again because in a very smart move, the World Beat and the Salem Art Association are splitting a staff member to help with 2 big events. So I thought that was a very smart move for a nonprofit, for 2 nonprofits that, as everybody's been saying, we're struggling with costs, and to get someone as great as Angel to come in and help is amazing. So our next group is Salem Capital Pride. They do not play with each other.
Well, hello. My name is Matthew Oldfield. I'm the current president of Salem Capital Pride. I'm here representing our completely volunteer board along with the vice president and treasurer here. Again, I think common theme, we're not paid as well. So we do as much as we can with as little as we've got. This particular grant goes towards one of our big yearly events, and that is our Pride Parade / block party. So the Pride Parade goes from the Salem Capitol Building to downtown Salem, and it is meant to commemorate the 47 years ago was the first Pride March. Few handful of people and a dog went from the Salem Capitol to downtown Salem. They actually went to the community center building, so where we currently is under reconstruction for all that fun stuff. Seismic upgrades. Anyway, but it's meant to commemorate all the history and all the struggles that the community has gone over, and it's celebratory, but it ends in a block party. So it ends at the Salem downtown. We have 2 blocks. We have free activity booths. We have entertainment the whole time. We have food vendors, and last year we got to dunk our president, which was fantastic. I don't know if I will be dunked this year, but we will see. But yes, we're highly appreciative of this, and that's what that'll go towards. So thank you.
Such a fun event, and I like how you guys have grown it over the years and made it so welcoming to everybody joining. Can we get a date on that one? Oh, wait, do you guys have your date?
It's in June. I don't remember the exact.
It's on a Saturday.
I think 19 sounds close.
I'll do it. Near the solstice somewhere.
Yeah, check our website. It's on there.
Salem Capital Crown. If you guys look it up, we could publicize that later. So, bringing back Angel again, it's the Salem Multicultural Institute, which many of you also know as World Peace.
Thanks for your double duty.
Hi, Angel. So for World B, this will be going to help us care for families. It's nice to be able to get volunteers so we can, but we can evaluate to people having for fun. It's pretty big.
And Kathleen Fish is one of our board members, and many of you know her from World Week. So she sadly had to go to another meeting, probably to land World Week. But that's another event that's been going on for years. And I used to go when my kids are small, and I would, can't remember if it was last year or the year before, and it's gotten so much bigger and better. So I recommend if you haven't been in a while, get back there to stuff time.
I don't miss the dragon boat races.
Oh, that's right.
They're fabulous.
Risa is a dragon boat racer.
So is Kathleen Fish.
Any other dragon boat racers? Oh, look, see? All the cool people are dragon boat racers. That's great. So the next group is Salem Pops Orchestra.
So, Wendy. The Pops have been a fixture in Salem for about 50 years, a little over 50 years. We're a volunteer orchestra, a community orchestra. It is known. So our motto is serving the community through music, playing the music you want to hear. We perform 4 concerts a year at the Salem Community Center next on March 8th. We do a little bit of light classical music, a lot of movie themes, Broadway. So recently we did Pirates of the Caribbean, Phantom of the Opera, The Lion King. As volunteers, one of the communities we serve, besides the audiences, is people who enjoyed playing music in orchestra and band in school. Now they graduated, and now that was an important part of their lives. It's cultural development, it's intellectual development. We are a home for them. And also, we have retired professional musicians, some active professional musicians. So we have guest artists frequently. So one of our guest artists was actually a band. It was the Pachanga Latino band, sort of a salsa cumbia dance band. This year we had 3 different choirs. So we had 1 adult choir and 2 children's choirs. The thing that recently has happened that was a surprise to me, the schools in the area closed down their orchestra programs. The students come and play with us. So there's a group that carpools from Dayton. They lost their orchestra. Some come from Western Oregon University. And there's one school in Salem, and I don't remember which one it is. And it's I guess that's it.
I love the multi-age combination. We've seen a lot over the years of cultural groups who attract a lot of retirees or sort of age out, and you're so smart to bring in younger people and children so that tradition continues and the orchestra's continuing, so I really appreciate that. The next group is the Santiam Canyon School District Parent Teacher Organization. Stop it.
So our group, thank you so much for this generous donation. We host Missoula Children's Theater, and it covers students from kindergarten through 12th grade. It includes every aspect of teaching students about putting on a play. We audition on Monday, we perform on Friday, and it's incredible. I have 3 students that will be at our spring break, which is Huey Lou and the Country Beast. So Missoula kind of changes it, but it has a moral story, and it's incredible that all these students can participate. And I have 3 students that have started when they were in 5th grade. They're graduating this year, so they're going to be a part of our show. So it's just incredible that, as everyone else has said, prices have gone up. We house the actors. They come from Missoula, but they're from all over the United States. They stay in homes in our area. And as you well know, the 2020 fires, and there's been a lot of devastation in our area, but we have students from as far east as Marion, Forbes, Idana, Detroit, Mill City, Gates, North Fork, and Mahama, Lyons, and then Sublimity and State. So we just are so blessed with participation. And another part that has really grown is our homeschooled children are participating. So we feel like that we're encompassing all types of students, and the support of our community is huge. I'll just tell you, we've been doing this for 26 years. I've been there 25. My accompanist is 87 years old. One, she continues to give everything to our Missoula Children's Theater. She is amazing and has participated in a holiday Christmas program at our school too. So we love the arts, and we're so blessed to have that. So thank you so much, Douglas.
What was that? See, I wasn't kidding about you live longer during the performing arts. That's pretty good. And we do, I should have explained this in the beginning, our grants only go to Marion County and organizations, and we do really try to get our applicants from outside of the Salem area, because of course there's lots of organizations inside the Salem area, but there's lots of need out in the more rural areas. So I'm so happy that you were able to get a grant this year. And also Santiam Heritage Foundation. No, oh, that's right. I was told that again and I forgot because I don't sing enough. So what's really cool about Santiam Heritage Foundation is that they are a combination of 8 heritage organizations that are combined together, and they're going to do some work at the Brown House Event Center describing how they are preserving local history and sharing it with their community. So great application, combining these small groups of people who are doing historic preservation out in our rural canyon area. So pretty cool project. They're probably busy doing that tonight, so they can't hang up. The next group also wasn't able to make it, and again, a small rural organization doing cool things, St. Paul Mission Historical Society. They are completely restoring the Brentano Historic House for use as a museum, research center, and an office meeting area. And also to store lots of historic documents and artifacts that they collected. So again, an all-volunteer group who are just working, restoring a house that's been there since really close to the beginning of the pioneer time. And they really appreciative of this grant because it's going to let them complete one of the sections of their restoration and allow them to start moving things back into the house to store those things. The next group is Gilbert House Children's Museum.
Alicia Bay with Gilbert House Children's Museum. We're just down the road in Riverfront Park. We have 27 indoor interactive exhibit rooms for children, and then we also have a 20,000 square foot outdoor area. And one of the things that we noticed about our marketing was that we didn't have the video that we needed to really showcase what we have to offer for families at the museum. So we got a grant for the video, and then we asked for a grant from MCDC to use the video and to do some upgrades to our website and to partner with other organizations to broadcast that video more broadly. See it on our website at acgilbert.org and watch for it in other areas.
I can see a partnership with CC Media could happen. Did you know this about public access television? That it's designed so that you can produce things and put them on TV. Like, that's their whole mission. So if you do have things that you want to put on, you call them up and say, hey, I'd like to put this on your channel. And they do it. It's just ABC won't do that for us. It's a long thing. Again, I'm on the board, so I biased, but correct. The next group is the Historic Elsinore Theater. And did actually, we usually have Sally from Elsinore Theater. Their project, and they've done this now for 4 years, they offer a zero-cost monthly chance for adults with disabilities, plus their caregivers, family, and friends, to come downtown with all the caregivers, see friends, enjoy a favorite movie, and have free snacks at the theater. So it's this really cool event. I don't know if any of you have family members or friends who are adults with disabilities. Sometimes it's hard to find outings where they can, that are low cost and that they can bring friends and their caregivers with. So it's a wonderful tradition that they started. They actually let the adults with disabilities vote on what next movie they want to see. So that's pretty fun too. It's very audience driven. And many of you know the Historic Elsinore Theater, but if you don't, it's downtown. It's been there, I think, since the 1920s. It's a pretty amazing space, and they've been doing lots of work over the years to renovate it and re-envision it as its part of the community. So we'll land at Master Chorus.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Caleb Hugel. I'm the board president for the Willamette Master Chorus. We are also a regional choral ensemble. I think we're about 80 singers strong right now. And our mission is to promote excellence in choral music through collaboration, education, and performance. This is, I think, our 41st season. And I'd like to introduce our executive director, Christine Whiteside, in the middle of the room, as well as our artistic director and conductor, Dr. Paul Clemmy. They sort of, we've got a great board. They're all very dedicated and hardworking, as all of you have, but they help us. We couldn't do what we do without them. So I want to make sure they just receive the recognition they deserve. All our choristers and all our board members appreciate this grant. Thank you, MCDC and the Cultural Trust, for believing in us. But Dr. Clemmy will be able to articulate that appreciation a little better than I can, so I'm going to hand the mic.
Thank you, Caleb. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so proud that we have now turned into our 5th decade of making music in this beautiful city. Caleb mentioned that we have 80 singers. 90% of them come from Marion County. We're very, very pleased to be able to produce 4 concerts as a part of our gift to this community. And one of those concerts is coming up next weekend. Not this weekend, but the next. Our winter concert is Carmina Burana by Carl Orff. This particular concert is going to include about 200 performers. So we're going to have a large chorus of about 120 singers. We'll have some singers coming from Portland to join us. We have an honor choir that's made up of children from ages 9 to 13. And then it will be all accompanied by a 50-piece orchestra that will bring this epic piece to life. So this particular grant will help us with the cost of paying for that orchestra. And I don't know if you all realize this, I'm sure Solvay does,
is that when we have an orchestra combined with a chorus, that we have to have very good, competent, professional musicians. And so I'm very pleased that we're able to support practicing musicians here in Marion County who are relying on income to make their living. And so we're able to make sure that they have gigs. And so this is an important part of our outreach to the community. And I want to thank everyone. I want to thank you for bringing community together. Thank you.
I think he said it right. When all of you are doing it, again, it's the community. So thank you. And that's you. A concert, a play, world beat, a festival. Those are great gifts. And what a great way to keep everybody busy, too. So the last group of the evening is Olama University's Theater 33. Yay!
The wonderful actor Tom Knapp.
Thank you very much, MC Nacy, for the grant. I'm Tom Knapp, the Executive Director of the company. So this money will be used to fund our 13th Regional New Play Festival. We're a professional new play development company. We own producing plays by Oregon Northwest Playwrights. And the festival, we stage 9 performances of 6 plays, good plays, 3 full performances, and 3 staged readings each week in 3 theaters on the University over 2 weeks. So this money will help go to fund that festival. It will also help pay the salaries of the 100 actors, artists, staff who run the festival. Also, the money will help us pay our student interns at the festival. We hire 10 each summer. And we also have education for students from rural and underfunded high schools. We offer art education, and this will help to provide full scholarships for those students. So thank you, MCDC, very much. You're very much appreciated. Thank you.
So I'm glad we ended with Alabama because I want you to think about all the different groups you saw tonight. And probably when I first came to Salem, I don't know that there were this many groups active, but some of you were, right? And each year when we read the applications, we see more and more groups starting and more a broader idea of what culture is. So it's so exciting to be in Marion County at this time. And I'm so glad that you all are out there. Like we heard all night, you're doing this from the bottom of your heart, all as volunteers, going to choir practice after work. You're putting on plays when you're all like busy and half the cast is probably sick this week. Everybody's putting this time in to give these gifts to our community. So I'm so impressed by that, and I know our board really appreciates that. Speaking of our board, I want to do a plug. We are always looking for new members. So if you're not busy enough as it is, or you know people who are looking for something to contribute to the community, maybe they're not able to join the choir, but they can be on our board. So reach out to me if you or someone else you know would like to join. We only meet a few times a year. Our main goal is we read those grants, score them, and have this awards reception. So it's not a hard job. It's super important, though, and we want to keep growing and have people from different parts of the county join us as well. Please feel free to enjoy some snacks on your way out. I neglected to mention that this year we tried something different. Instead of having just a caterer bring snacks, we went to different places around town. So there's a dulce from Maravilla Bakery on Lancaster. There's cheese from Don Freiland Cheese, which I love that place. Everybody should go there. I'm only allowed to go once a month. But beautiful cheeses. And there's Italian pastries from Little cannoli. And low-cake from the freezer at the grocery store. But it is gluten-free. So we do encourage you, and you all know this, to use, not only enjoy our local culture, but also frequent our restaurants and our stores and our institutions that are local. I think that's the best thing we can do these times is to support each other, and it's good too. So thank you all for coming tonight, and I really appreciate all the work you do.